Have you ever wondered what the Canadian dream entails, particularly if you're an immigrant? Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Express Entry Immigration Program. Imagine a system that acknowledges your skills, education, and work experience and opens the door to a new life in the beautiful landscapes of Canada. Well, that's exactly what the Express Entry Program does. It's a flagship immigration system of Canada that fast-tracks skilled workers, professionals, and tradespeople into the country. We're talking about a point-based system. It's like a game where you accumulate points based on your skills, education, work experience, and language proficiency. The more points you have, the closer you are to securing your place in the Canadian dream. So, let's break it down. How does this system work? Well, the process begins online. You create your profile, enter your details, and the system evaluates you based on the criteria we mentioned earlier. It's a fair and transparent process that aims to bring in the best and brightest from around the globe. And it's not just about individual potential. The Express Entry Program is also about building a vibrant and diverse community. It's about fostering economic growth and creating a multicultural society where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. But remember, it's not just about getting in, it's about integrating, contributing, and becoming a part of the Canadian fabric. It's about embracing the values, the culture, and the spirit of Canada. Now, what's interesting is that the Express Entry Program is not the only path to immigration. There are other programs too, like the Provincial Nominee Program, which we'll touch upon later. But for now, let's focus on the Express Entry System and how it can be your key to unlocking the Canadian dream. So, ready to learn more about how this program can be your ticket to the Canadian dream? Let's move on to the eligibility criteria. Now that we have a basic understanding of the Express Entry Program, it's time to delve into the eligibility criteria and point system. You see, not everyone can just jump into this program. There's a set of qualifications you must meet first. You need to fall under one of three economic immigration programs: the Federal Skilled Worker Program, the Federal Skilled Trades Program, or the Canadian Experience Class. Each of these programs has its own unique set of requirements, so it's important to read through them carefully to determine where you fit best. After you've determined your eligibility, it's all about points. We're talking about the Comprehensive Ranking System, or CRS for short. This is the system that ranks eligible candidates for immigration to Canada through Express Entry. It's a complex formula that takes into account factors such as age, education, work experience, and language proficiency. Now you might be wondering, how are these points actually awarded? That's a great question. The points are given based on how well you fit into each of these categories. For instance, being in the prime working age range can earn you maximum points, while being fluent in English or French, or even better both, can also boost your scores significantly. Your educational background and work experience play a crucial role too. Having a higher level of education or more years of work experience in your field can result in a higher CRS score. The beauty of this system is that it rewards you for your skills and experiences, making it a fair and transparent process. Remember, the higher your score, the better your chances of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residence. So it's worth putting in the effort to maximize your points wherever possible. And that's a wrap on eligibility and the point system. Remember, the higher your score, the better your chances of making your Canadian dream come true. With eligibility and point system clear, it's time to navigate the application process. This journey begins online, right on the Express Entry portal. Think of this as your gateway to the Canadian dream. First, you'll need to create your Express Entry profile. Consider this your professional snapshot. It's where you'll enter your personal details, education, language proficiency, work experience, and any other credentials. This information forms the basis of your comprehensive ranking system score. Next, you'll be placed in the Express Entry pool with other candidates. It's a competitive environment, but don't worry, you're not alone in this. Thousands of dreamers like you are in the pool, waiting for the opportunity to make Canada their new home. Once in the pool, you'll need to stay active. Regularly update your profile, especially if there are changes to your circumstances. Got a new job? Improved your language skills? These updates could boost your score and increase your chances of receiving an invitation to apply. Now, speaking of the invitation to apply, this is your golden ticket. It means you've been selected from the pool to apply for permanent residence. Once you receive it, you have 60 days to submit your application. This is the critical stage where accuracy is paramount. Be meticulous with every detail. Verify your information, cross-check your documents. You'll need to provide proof for all your claims, including work experience, education, and language proficiency. And remember, if you're planning to bring your family, they need to be included in your application. Canada values family reunification, so your spouse, partner, or dependent children are welcome under the Express Entry program. Finally, after submitting your application, all you can do is wait. The processing time varies, but typically, you'll receive a decision within 6 months. Stay organized and thorough, and you're well on your way to successfully submitting your application. The CRS score is crucial in the Express Entry system. Let's break it down. The Comprehensive Ranking System, or CRS, is the beating heart of the Express Entry system. It's a complex algorithm that takes into account key factors about you, the applicant, to determine your eligibility and ranking in the Express Entry pool. First up, we have core human capital factors. These are personal details like your age, level of education, and your proficiency in English and/or French. Younger applicants with higher levels of education and strong language skills are likely to score highly in this category. Next, we have accompanying spouse or common law partner factors. If you're applying with a partner, their age, education, language proficiency, and Canadian work experience can contribute to your overall CRS score. Then, there's the skill transferability factors. This looks at combinations of your language skills, education, and work experience, both in and outside of Canada. This section can really boost your score if you've got a diverse range of skills and experiences. Lastly, we have additional points. These are bonus points awarded for factors like having a valid job offer from a Canadian employer, a nomination from a Canadian province or territory, or previous study experience in Canada. So, how can you maximize your CRS score? Well, improving your language skills is a great start. Proficiency in both English and French can significantly boost your score. If possible, gain more work experience or higher education, especially in Canada. Also, securing a job offer from a Canadian employer can add up to 200 points to your score. Remember, every little bit helps. Your CRS score is dynamic, meaning it can change over time as your circumstances change. So don't be disheartened if your initial score isn't as high as you'd like. Keep working on those factors within your control and you'll see improvements. Every point counts, so make sure you're doing everything you can to boost your CRS score. What if your CRS score is lower than you'd like? The Provincial Nominee Program might be your solution. This program is like an extra lifeline, a second chance for those who might not make the cut in the initial Express Entry pool. It allows Canadian provinces to nominate individuals who wish to immigrate to Canada and are interested in settling in a particular province. Each province has its own unique set of criteria designed to fill specific labor market needs. So, if your skills align with a province's demands, you might just be in luck. Being nominated by a province not only gives you extra points on your Express Entry profile, but can significantly boost your chances of receiving an invitation to apply for permanent residence. So, don't lose hope if your CRS score isn't as high as you'd like. The Provincial Nominee Program could be your golden ticket to Canada. With every complicated process, there are common mistakes to avoid and tips to follow. When it comes to the Express Entry program, the most common mistake is providing incorrect or incomplete information. Ensure that your details are accurate and up to date, as this can affect your comprehensive ranking system score. Another common pitfall is not updating your profile regularly, especially if your circumstances change. Remember, every point counts. Now let's talk about some tips. First, consider getting an educational credential assessment. This could potentially increase your points. Second, improve your language proficiency. The better your language skills, the higher your score. Also, explore the provincial nominee programs. It might be your golden ticket to boosting your CRS score. And finally, don't rush the process. Take your time to understand the system and make informed decisions. Remember, the path to the Canadian dream is within your reach. Good luck on your journey.